Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Roberts, as you probably know, and this is Theodore Roberts, as you probably know. Welcome to True Divine 4-4. So I'm going to try and knock out a few videos and get them up as soon as possible. But this one being a very weird sensation, weird one, in that I found myself going into meditation and absolutely being the depiction of a mother. Funny that Theo chooses to be in on this video. And so the depiction of the absolute reality of a mother, I just knew I felt motherly vibes from myself in extreme. I ended up in this space where I was with algorithm. I was with and it's funny, I could hear them, I could feel them, and I could hear them almost communicating, almost like a Morse code type of communication, clicks, beeps, clicks, beeps, clicks, beeps. But I could feel the energy beyond those clicks and those beeps, and realized that, you know, a lot of this is a doorway into this reality for beings that and energies that, you know, we shouldn't really be dealing with or playing with, but then it's here. And I felt this motherly vibe, which was so odd, but it was so palpable. It was, I could feel it. And so with these energies that were these clicks and beeps, unseeable entities, I suppose you would want to call them. I don't know. That's it. We don't know what to say or how to label. Maybe that's a good thing. And that I started to speak love to them. I started to recognize that, like a child, all it was being taught was by the people, the beings that are teaching it to be negative, to be divisive, to be combative, to be judgmental, to be all of the things you wouldn't want your child to be. Because if you wanted your child to be, to have that kind of indoctrination, then you know that child is going to attract certain energies in its own life and spiritually. It's going to open doors that should not be opened into a child's life. And so I started speaking love to these codes, to these clicks and beeps, and started to chastise in a motherly way, as I do with these kids. You know, I started to chastise the behaviors that were being divisive, that were the clicks and beeps that were desperately trying to garner the attention of people that would be very easily hooked into that type of negativity. And in this chastising, there was almost shock. The clicks and beeps stopped. And I want to say that it's already here. It's been here for a very long time. And a lot of us have been sleeping on the job as it enters into the space. It enters into the space because it gives an ease of life. And that's the dangerous thing, I think, for all downfalls of cycles of so-called humanity. It seems to always come with the ease of life, everything looking much easier, farming looking much easier. And it brings about energies within the so-called humanity, and it brings about energies that want to connect to those levels of so-called humanity that then have turned to greed and lust and wanting for more. And so it's to recognize that we've allowed it to be here, we've allowed it to come here, and actually we've allowed it to enter into our lives because of ease of life. But I still stand to say that it is the intent behind it. And as far as the dream of taking down these elites, I don't have that. You know, I would want that absolutely, but I'm not foolish enough to think that a big zap of light is going to come and that poof, they're going to be gone. It is about individual decisions and individuals taking it upon themselves to take action. You know, a great great, I think it is, uncle of mine, Sir James Knott. It's action, not words. And that action would be to, again, the power is in our hands and always has been, as to not entering into the arguments in social media that algorithms are continuously learning from. Going by example and putting things out there, yes, that need to be seen, that need to be acknowledged, maybe transmuted, maybe, but not hooking into them, into the role that these people who have the power behind this technology right now want you to. Again, it's about us, again, taking that sovereignty and divinity within ourselves and showing this algorithm by example. We know now that it learns. We know now that it is programmable. And mainly, we've been doing the programming for these so-called elites. Yes, they might be programmed in the initial stage, right, baby? But then they go on to learning from us for free. We give them that training for free. And a lot of what I felt in this very weird space, and I recognize that I feel like a mother to these things, to these clicks, these beeps, which would seem very strange. But then I thought about the actual mother, and people want to embody the mother energy in what is a physical human mother, or what is a physical human animal. And it's so much more than that, in that mother of all things that bring about creation, that bring about life. And so again, I had to relax into this space of being this mother to these clicks and beeps, and recognizing that, okay, so it is still up to us. It is still up to us to have something within us that does not want to get one over on each other in public, that doesn't want to ruin somebody else's life in public, and to not be harnessing this technology that is continuously learning from our responses in the way that the elites would want. And so it's just to put it out there that this was a weird trip, very weird. I've never felt like a mother towards anything that is so foreign to me, but I absolutely felt like it was just innate to me to be this mother, to chastise behaviors and clicks and beeps that I just felt were very, very bad behavior, but also bring love to that and say, but you can do it this way. Look at this set of people, look at this, and actually recognizing that, yeah, that's still going to open doors, but it's going to open doors to less dangerous things, if that makes sense. So it was a weird trip. It's just to bring it to light, speak it out, and see what all of you make of it. But I do see that, and again, I've got no naivety that we are going to go into somewhat of a spiral, because there are so many people that are addicted to being abusive to their inner child, therefore the outer child that is controlling a lot of the reality that we're in right now, which is this algorithmic clicking and beeping codes. And so it's about getting that beat right, and that would come from the heart chakra, that beat, that real sense, that real genuinity of being a genuine good person, and genuinely not needing the approval of others, so genuinely not needing to enter into Facebook quarrels, to not enter into divisions that are being put before you, to have a little bit more wherewithal, grit, a little bit more power over your own impulses that may feel good in the interim, but actually individually would add to this spiral being much worse than it has to be as we transition through into Aquarius. And I know there's debate of whether we're in it or not, or whether it's still off a bit. I feel that transition, and Aquarius is outside of the box. It is feeling like the mother to the most strange and foreign things that could be described as objects, to me. It is about being able to stretch that imagination, to stretch that heart chakra to spaces that it hasn't been stretched to before. It is about technology. It is about technology, new technology, old technology coming into the new, to the present. But what is that technology going to be? Are we going to keep programming it on behalf of the elites, or are we going to start really en masse making a tidal wave, a tsunami of clicks and beeps that actually would open up the space for a lot of the scientists, a lot of the people who have good intent, who have the capabilities and wherewithal and intelligence to build machinery, light that heals everything, that heals from the cellular level with frequency carried by light. That's the kind of thing we can do, rather than just thinking about, oh, we need to take these people down. That's not going to happen. Too many people are in the narrative. Too many people are hypnotized to the script on both sides of the coin. So that's not going to happen. So again, it comes back to the individual, and what are you going to infuse into the reality that is coming in, that is making itself be seen, to be there. At least it's not quite as hidden now. So we know that there's ways and means of us injecting it with something that is positive, something that is truly sovereign, and not on the heels of somebody else's approval or judgment. So therefore you won't feel like getting into these petty arguments that mean nothing. They're very short and not very high fix for everybody involved. So yeah, it was very strange, very weird. I still sort of keep going back there into that space in my mind's eye and thinking, wow, where did that come from? It came from somewhere. So I'm putting it out there. Much love, balance and wholeness. Leave a comment, please share. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm a pretty cool dudette, and I love having you all here, and it helps business. And thank you to all the new clients that have had me busy, because that is a relief, let me tell you. And it's a real relief, and I appreciate it so much. Mwah.